Yo, so get this. Guangzhou, China is like the new little Africa, you dig? I mean, it's wild. Even though it's like midnight, this place called Dangfeng Street, which they call the Black People Street, is still popping off. Apparently there used to be over 300,000 black folks living in Guangzhou at one point, all clustered in areas like Sanyuanli, Yaotai, Xiaobei, and Xiaocheng. These days there's way fewer, but this Dangfeng Street is still the spot where all the African traders and merchants hang. It's like a Sino-African trade hub. I'm talking about a whole bunch of black dudes just roaming the streets, doing their thing. They ain't even try to hide the fact that they're not trying to go back home, you feel me? Some of them even ditch their passports and papers to make it harder for the authorities to send them packing. They speak fluent Cantonese and skillfully enjoy the local snacks of Guangzhou. The only thing they can't integrate into is their regional culture. Most of these black people come from Africa, living a carefree and relaxed life. They often get into fights due to their refusal to comply with general management. In January 2021, there was an incident on the streets of Guangzhou where a group of strong black men cornered a Chinese man against a wall and kicked him violently. In the end, the man escaped in a sorry state, while the black men on the scene laughed heartily, showing a provocative attitude. Of course, they were punished for their actions. One wonders if it would be a different story if a Chinese man had assaulted a black person, perhaps being sensationalized by some Western media as China being intolerant of foreigners. However, such incidents are just isolated cases, and there are many law-abiding black people. The hardest to manage, though, are the second-generation blacks. Some black people fall in love with Chinese girls after coming to China, marry, and have a bunch of mixed-race children, making it a big issue to get them registered for household registration, which limits their access to education, travel, and medical care. So, the question arises, why do black people love settling in Guangzhou? According to statistics, the number of black people in China has reached a new high, with Guangzhou becoming a gathering place for them. They have also brought many bad habits to China, such as sleeping on the ground, being unhygienic, whistling at women in groups, taking up an entire row of seats on the subway, littering shoes and socks everywhere, and even bullying homeless people in public. Of course, this is only a very small number of black people. With China's strict management, these bad habits are gradually improving. However, statistics show that only a small portion of black people in Guangzhou entered China legally, with the majority being illegal immigrants. Smugglers usually don't dare to come out during the day. They lock themselves in rooms, living on instant noodles and water. Yet, despite this, they still try every means to stay in Guangzhou, leading one to wonder about the magic of the city that makes these black people so persistent. Stay tuned and follow for more. A large influx of non-Chinese people are entering China. Yet, they seem particularly fond of Guangzhou. Seeing that I've bought bags for my 4 wives, they might think it's easy to get rich in Guangzhou. The person saying this is named Jill. He has been engaged in Sino-African trade for 5 years. He says every time he goes back, many Africans aspire to come to China. It seems as if even the trees here bear US dollars. Since the reform and opening up every year, a large number of African businessmen come to China to find sources of goods. Guangzhou was among the first cities to open up to the outside world, naturally attracting the attention of many Africans. The city offers good quality and low prices, along with many beautiful women, making it suitable for African people in many aspects. Since the founding of the People's Republic of China, the relationship between China and Africa has been quite good, leading to an increasing number of Africans settling in Guangzhou. In fact, Africans make up less than 1/7 of the foreign population in Guangzhou, with a larger presence of South Koreans and Japanese. So why have issues concerning Africans frequently been trending lately? This is mainly because Africans tend to walk in groups, drawing attention when on the streets, and the number of Africans in China is increasing annually. Of course, China will not let the situation continue unchecked. In recent years, China has implemented policies to clean up the 3 illegals: illegal entry, illegal residence, and illegal employment, which have been quite effective. For Africans who overstay their visas, China has a policy of repatriation. Now, the control over illegal immigration is even stricter, and the number of Africans in Guangzhou has significantly decreased. China is a country with great inclusiveness and never discriminates against foreigners. I've noticed that there are quite a few black people in China, and lately, there's been a growing trend among Chinese girls who seem to really favor dating black guys. This topic has sparked a lot of heated discussions. They've openly admitted that true love is priceless. They don't care about things like money or fancy cars. So, what kind of love perspective lies behind all this? Why are so many girls interested in dating black men? A lot of them say it's because they feel a sense of security with them. Now, imagine if a guy from Africa were to pursue you. Would you go for it? Absolutely. I mean, I just think there's something really powerful and manly about that dark skin. Besides these girls, we interviewed several other Chinese women to find out why they like black men. One girl mentioned that she thinks black guys tend to have better physical fitness. Another girl said she feels like dating a foreigner gives her a bit of face. Then there's one who said she finds black guys especially good at making people happy, and they're often really romantic, too. And finally, one girl said she just wants mixed-race kids. I can only imagine how surprised you must be by the level of acceptance in China and the almost mysterious affection that Chinese women seem to have for black men. It's pretty intense. I remember seeing this viral video online where a foreign guy bragged about having over 100 girlfriends in China, saying it was super easy, and some girls even approached him themselves. Black men studying or working in China often juggle multiple girlfriends at once, and these Chinese girls will usually spend their own money, so it's pretty rare for the guy to shell out anything. They just enjoy all the perks without really contributing much. When I tried to analyze the mindset of these Chinese women, I came up with a few points. 1. They can be quite superficial, viewing a black boyfriend as something to brag about. 2. Black guys often shower women with praise, both verbally and through actions. Even if their actual investment is minimal, it's all about the fun. 3. Some women are just curious and want to experience something different. They don't really care about the guy's background, just the thrill of something new. 4. And let's not forget that some women simply have a particular taste. No matter how you slice it, the choice lies with these girls. As bystanders, all we can do is accept their natural preferences in this multicultural era. It seems like love is transcending race and borders these days. There's an unprecedented level of acceptance and purity in it. The choice of Chinese girls to date black men isn't just a blind trend. It's rooted in a deep attraction to individual charm and personality. Many of them share stories of being touched by the other person's sincerity and enthusiasm. Some find a soul connection through cultural exchange. These girls believe that true love is about the mutual attraction of two hearts, rather than just stacking up material conditions. They're brave enough to pursue real love, unafraid of what society thinks, showing through their actions what love truly means. Love knows no borders, and choices are made from the heart. The stories of Chinese girls dating black boyfriends are a reflection of the new era's view on love. What do you think about these cross-cultural romantic choices? Come share your thoughts in the comments.